The Nigerian Red Cross Society has called on world leaders and global organizations to embark on rapid response to disaster emergencies and funding of humanitarian operations. Paul Ezoke reports.
At a ceremony to mark the 2023 World Red Cross Day at the state headquarters of the organization at Amobia, Oka South Council area, the state chairman of the Nigerian Red Cross Society, Professor Katchy, said this will help create an enabling environment in order to achieve global security and safety, which he noted are central to world economic and social order to accelerate global growth in all facets of human endeavors. Professor Katchy explained that the day is celebrated to provide relief and peace to the injured people, to prevent death and help people living in vulnerable areas, to manage public health emergencies, as well as empower its members, civil societies, and other involved local communities to provide immediate responses to health disaster. He urged youth groups to volunteer to humanitarian activities and relief projects to help victims of disaster and violent conflicts, and called on the federal government to establish Federal Ministry of National Reconciliation to reconcile the entire Nigerians and enhance peaceful coexistence, enthrone national rebirth, and promote sense of value and patriotism.
As Red Cross advocates love for humanity, it is pertinent to encourage youth groups to volunteer in humanitarian activities, relief projects to help victims of disaster.
In his remarks, the live member of the organization and former Chief Judge of Anambra State, Justice Paul Obidigwe, said Anambra State Red Cross has remained alive to its responsibilities as first responder to emergencies, has continued to give succor to vulnerable members of the society in line with the basic principles of the organization.
Red Cross is seen as just as an organization, ordinary organization or society like others. Particularly Anambra is a typical practical example of what Red Cross ought to be. But for Red Cross, we are ever ready, particularly these events that we know that happens yearly.
Fielding questions from journalists, the state secretary of the organization, Engineer Kingsley Okoye, said the Nigerian Red Cross Society has the needed structures across the state for prompt response to emergencies and is putting necessary measures in place for interventions in the predicted flooding, and called for more funding to further increase their visibility in the state.
Red Cross is in every location. Say your location in Anambra, we have structure there. Red Cross Anambra is the only branch in the 37 state that can boast of having location not only in all the local government but even in all the communities. 1 or 2 Red Cross members is there.
From Amobia in Oka South Council area, Paul Ezoke, ABS News.